Jay Washington here from Educating Insanity and ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. I'm here with members of the Chicago football arena team, the Windy City Hitmen. Gentlemen, please introduce yourselves. Start from this. We'll go this way over.
And Pete, General Manager for the Windy City Hitmen.
Richard Petrowski, Head Coach.
Now, fellas, who are the Windy City Hitmen? For those who may not know.
We're a brand new indoor football team. It was created in November of last year by a management group. They approached us. They actually approached him first. They came up to me to be the head coach. They came up to him to be the general manager. What they want to do is they want to bring the excitement back that all the big time teams that are around the Chicagoland area is missing right now. And that's what we're all about, is bringing guys that want that second opportunity to play football. We're giving them that second opportunity to play professional football.
Right.
Not just semi-pro where you have to pay to play and stuff like that. We're actually paying our players. We're paying everybody. You know what I mean? We're a top-notch organization right now.
Now, you said a management group came to you, so that's who owns the team?
Yeah, WCH Management Group is a sports management company that owns the Windy City Hitmen.
They're a sports management group, so what they do is they're a promotional group which gets sport athletes out there. They started last year in January, and what they did is they thought about, hey, why not jump into a sports team right away? And then, like I said, they approached him right away, and then he called me up, and I'm like, yeah, I did it last year, why not do it again this year?
You guys mentioned that there are a lot of other semi-pro teams, and it's an indoor football league. Which league do you guys specifically play in?
We play in the AIFL League. It's another first-year league.
Okay.
Sanctioned professional, so.
It's the Alliance Indoor Football League. What it is it's made up from all over the United States. There's a little bit of travel, but you know, I mean, that's something that professional teams do.
Yes, professional teams do.
Exactly.
So you're the head coach, you're the general manager. Who else is on you guys' coaching staff?
I have Steven Rico. He coached me last year. He's actually a head football coach for Fairgate Academy. He's the head coach there. He's my offense coordinator again. He's a great-minded young mind in the game. He's second to none when it comes to offense performance. I have a gentleman by the name of Matt McHugh, which is his first year coaching indoor football. He's a great asset to us. He's coached high school football. He's coached semi-pro football. I also have a gentleman by the name of Marcus Sullivan. For the Chicago fans that know him, he went to Fenwick, ended up going to U of I, full scholarship, ended up playing in the NFL for 3 years. 4 years actually, and then he played for the Chicago Rush for 3. So he's an offensive line coach. He's bringing a lot of knowledge that me and Rico don't have, McHugh don't have. You know what I mean? He's second to none when it comes to the coaching staff.
So you guys have a solid depth at your coaching staff to make sure the guys aren't just getting run-of-the-mill guys saying, hey, I can be your offensive coordinator. I can be your offensive line coach. The guys who know the game.
Exactly.
And like you going back to the management group that owns it, you got guys from there, in your front office.
Under me, I have the assistant general manager, which is Levy Villanueva.
Say that 3 times fast. Yeah, I want to see if you can do it. Say it 3 times fast.
He brings to the team a lot of experience in inside sales, marketing. Right now, he's busting his hump in marketing. So under there, we have Lucy Carrito. She's a social media person.
Which is big to have nowadays.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get into that, how people can reach the Windy City Hitmen on social media, because that's a big thing now. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. Now, we've gotten to the back end, the business end, the coaching staff, the business staff. Let's get into the players. Where do you guys find your players from?
All over Chicagoland.
Yeah, actually we got 5 guys coming from Milwaukee, Wisconsin playing on our team. Yeah.
How do you guys do? Do you guys do recruitment? Do you guys put out for tryouts, or how did that come? How does it come about?
Our first trial, we blasted everywhere. We did Greg's List, we did Facebook, anything in the social media, we blasted it.
I wish I was so pretty.
From that trial, we took about 7 guys.
Okay.
Then we had a second trial, which was another one, but we had a lot more involvement because there was a lot more word of mouth the second time.
Yeah.
And they started realizing that we were a legit team. The problem is that Chicago has a reputation of starting indoor football teams, and they're done by that night. And that's something that our management group and we're striving to change that attitude about indoor football. We do have 2 other indoor football teams. We have an arena team and an indoor football team, and we're just trying to make a product that's something that they already have, and that's something that previous years they've had a team each year, and that they weren't able to do.
You just brought up a good point. You said there's an arena and indoor football. What's the difference in the two for those who may and may not know?
Arena football, the field size is a little thinner. Where indoor football you get a little bit of wider field. Indoor football also is usually there's 2 men in motion, and there's a lot of different motions. This is where you see the guys loop and go back and forth. Indoor football or arena football, you only have 1 guy in motion. And defensively, arena is set up for people to score, not people to stop. So, you know what I mean? Defensively, that's why you get those 70, 80 points a game.
Right.
Where indoor is more of a combination of both, where they want the high scoring, but they also want that chance of that defense putting up a goose egg where they're getting 0.
We want that excitement.
Yeah, I mean, you see 2 teams scoring 85 points apiece, you're like, okay, this feels like baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you guys say you're indoor football league, and you guys play with teams all over, from what I'm understanding.
Yes.
Where do you all play? Like in Chicago, let's give Chicago, for instance, if you guys are playing here, where can guys find you?
Well, our home facility is a Grand Sports Arena in Hoffman Estates.
Okay.
That's our home facility. So that's where we're actually having a game March 9th. It's a preseason game. It's actually a charity event. We can get into that a little bit later.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys travel, where's some of the furthest places you guys have gone out to play a game? Or you guys are expected to go out, let me say that.
The first game is going to be versus Missouri Mudcats.
Okay.
That's our preseason game.
Well, it's a season game. It's an in-season game, but it's against a different league. We're actually the league's guinea pig, I like to say, because they're putting us against a lot of teams in a lot of different leagues. We're playing the Missouri Monsters. That's out of the UIFL, which is another league that is very, very well-respected league, but they want to play us, and they want to see the competition that our league has. So they're like, we want to play the Hitmen, and they approached our league to play the Hitmen. So we're going to St. Louis, Missouri, or St. Charles, Missouri, April 1st to play a UIFL team in a UIFL regulation game.
It's a lot of acronyms.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
It's a lot of acronyms.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So you guys, that game you're playing is going to test to see what you guys are made of.
Yeah.
I got you. Now, when it comes to players, we were talking about you have guys who played former college ball, guys who may have, want to get a chance to play real ball. Do you guys have any players signed that are expected to make a big impact for your team and for the league?
We have a few players that are signed already that had semi-pro experience and also indoor pro experience. His name is Jesse Robinson. Kid is a stud. He's a stud.
You just get, when I love those because when you ever see the interview, like he's a stud. That just means it's one of those guys you got to see to believe.
Yeah.
Well, 2 years ago he played for Chicago Rush.
Okay.
So that just tells you what kind of talent we're bringing to the table.
You're bringing guys who
we have another player by the name of Michael Kearney, which you're going to be so graceful to interview him.
Yeah, we'll talk to him in a few.
But he's just 2 years removed from college, Concordia University, stud at Concordia. Unfortunately, last year he had all the way up to the first game, tore his knee out. You know what I mean? But he's coming back again. We have Chris Santiago, which just got released by a team from the CIFL, which is another indoor football league. He came up from Kentucky. He's playing with us. He's another one from Milwaukee. We have 4 All-Americans playing on our team right now that played in a semi-pro All-American game up in Minneapolis.
So that goes back to what I was saying earlier, how you guys had depth in the coaching staff. You guys have depth in the roster as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Now with that depth, you have guys that have done this, guys that know what they're doing, guys that are bringing things to the table. What are you guys' expectation for the season for the Hitmen?
I expect a good season from these players. We have all around men on our roster. Off the field and on the field, they're professional athletes. So I think it's going to be a good season.
Coach.
I'm looking to gain knowledge that we didn't have last year, and I was a head coach for our indoor team last year, and we were successful, but at the same token we weren't, because we didn't have the depth, or we didn't have the players want to play now. It's not that they're just out there going through the motions, which last year I think a lot of guys were doing that.
That's that hard part that
85% of these players have heart.
85.
85%.
Well, because we don't have a full roster yet.
Okay, because I was gonna say, where's the other 15%?
Yeah,
no, we don't have the full
we don't have-
Okay.
We have about 14 guys signed right now,
14 guys,
okay.
and we only can roster 27.
Okay.
So that's why he says 85.
I get what
because,
you're going, yeah.
Yeah,
For those who don't know math, you subtract. You said how many? You had 27?
Yeah.
You got 14, you need 13 more people. Those 13 should have heart too, so that'd be 100% being heart.
Exactly.
All right, that's good math.
Yeah.
Now, you guys spoke on a charity event you guys are doing March the 9th.
Yes.
You want to go into a little bit more depth of that for people to understand what that is?
Yeah, that charity event's going to be for special needs, young children, and young adults. We have one of our players, he's actually our team captain, his brother is a special needs kid, so we're going to be dedicating part of that game to that charity.
It's a good thing. Definitely reaching back. It's a great thing with that. It's always good to see organizations reach back to give, because now people are giving more to people with special needs, because you don't want to exclude them from anything.
Oh, exactly.
You know, and especially when it hits that close to home, to have a player whose direct sibling is like that.
Yeah.
So let's wind this all up. You guys have great expectations for the guys for the season. For the 85% you have so far, and another 15% you're set to get. Want to go back to social media. People want to know more about these teams. They want to know more about the Hitmen. So tell them, how can they reach you guys? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, websites, LinkedIn, Tumblr, all that. Go ahead. The floor is you guys.
Well, Facebook, it's Facebook.com/Windy City Hitman. That's our Facebook page.
Okay.
www.windycityhitman.com. That's where you're going to get the most up to date. Right off the bat, that's our website.
Okay.
We're in LinkedIn. We're on Twitter. You know what I mean? WC Hitman. Remember, put Hitman, because if you put Hitman, you'll get a DJ company. So
That's hilarious. Like, I'm looking for a bunch of people to tag somebody. But he's talking about scratching and mixing.
yeah, exactly.
It makes no sense.
So make sure you put Hitman in there. We're here to make a difference, and the football players that we're getting is really making a difference right now. Like I said before, our home facility is going to be the Grand Sports Arena.
Okay, out of Hoffman Estates.
Hoffman Estates, 2350 Hassel Road. You can buy tickets right on Ticket Leap. Just go to our website. Links it right to Ticket Leap. You can buy tickets.
WindyCityHitman.com.
Yes, and you can it links right to our Ticket Leap page. You buy tickets right down in there.
I want to thank you guys and wish you guys nothing but the best throughout this season. Again, you always can come to my show, Educated Sandy on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. Heard Wednesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 6 p.m. We'll love to see you and stay updated with the things you guys got going on.
Well, thank you for having us on.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right.